About how I got started on this topic of joy. Several months ago, I had an opportunity to attend a fireside that was given by Elder Eyring. And he was talking to the specific group that I was working in for family history, and he was talking about the tools that we were making, and he made a very specific instruction, very specific challenge. He said, when people go and use the site, I want them to have joy. Now, this wasn't joy out of the outcome. This was joy in the experience. And I thought, what? Joy in the experience? I tried to think about any of the websites I use, and I was thinking, I don't know if I can think of a website that I get joy from using. And so, anyway, so I kind of pondered that. I thought, why joy? Why joy? Anyway, as I thought about this, eventually it struck me, is that it isn't just about having joy with this website. Really the focus is that we need to have joy in all that we do. So I thought about that, and so I was ruminating on that and thinking about that, and then flash forward a little bit. My wife and I like to hike, and we go camping, and we went to one of our camping spots that we really enjoy, and it was right by a lake, and we'd set up, and anyway, it was early on a Saturday morning, and I heard some sound outside across the lake, and it woke me up. Anyway, the thing that was interesting about this is that although I couldn't see it, as much as I couldn't see it, I could tell exactly what was going on. I heard just a little bit of a rustling in the water, and then all of a sudden, I heard a small child's voice, a young boy. He was about, I'm guessing, about 5 years old, and he had the most enthusiasm, the most delight in his voice, and he said, I caught a fish! I caught a fish! And he just was so excited. And I was lying there in my tent, and I thought, there are people who can go to the moon and not feel that level of delight, that level of joy. There was nothing that was inhibiting him, and he was so excited about catching this fish. And I really thought, this is joy. This is joy that we all have. We all can think back, even maybe I don't know if we have to reach back a week or a month or 30 years, but we can all think of a moment where we delighted in something just like that. So as we look at this, part of what we're going to focus on is we all started out just like that young boy. I caught a fish. And there were parts of the world that just delighted us. And we're going to talk about where we are at now, where we're very much like me, when we're still find joy in that website. I thought, what? How is that even possible? Well, obviously, I was far from that experience with the young boy. And I think that there are some things that we're going to talk about, both together and some things I'm going to share that I think will bring us back to that moment where we're at that moment of delight. And that's what we're going to talk about right now.